How's your reading? It occurred to me that I should probably open this mail. I think I know who they're from. I've got this one with the beautiful writing, and I got this one with a beautiful sticker on the back giving an address and saying random active post. So I just thought I would very quickly open these. The other day I shared a video of mine to my Facebook friends, and I said to them, I've had 2,923 views of this. Maybe it's an act. Maybe this is telling me that I should do some more content like this. And people said yes. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to pull out books at random and do a piece to camera about them. So you'll see a lot more in this year. Okay, so what we've got here is a nice little card. It's Queen Aude artwork by Bailey Finch to 2024. It's quite cute. I love the fact that she's got this lovely little dragonfly brooch. Dragonfly brooch there. I know what I'm saying. And what it says inside, there's things here. From Queen Aude of the Teacup Isles and Tansy Rayner Roberts. Lovely. And so what we've got here, that is a little sticker. Try and get the, I don't know, if there's a reflection on it because it's a little bit fuzzy. It's quite gorgeous. That's a lovely sticker. I'll put that on my laptop. And this is a book plate for my book, saying signed by the author with the signature of Tansy Rayner Roberts. So when I get random active post, I know that I've got something exciting coming from Tansy Rayner Roberts. I did get this 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks? I don't know. It's been an interesting few weeks for me, and time is just disappearing from me. So this talks about the odd events happening that occurred in 1925. I was going to read 2025, so we talked about Howard Carter removed the golden mask of Tutankhamun from its tomb and transported it to Cairo for public display. That should be interesting. 100 years since that happened. I wonder what's going to go wrong. Josephine Baker first performed in Paris at the Theatre des Champs-Élysées. Zelda Fitzgerald was seen in company with the Paris Coven Les Sorcières, and all copies of F. Scott Fitzgerald's much anticipated novel The Great Gatsby mysteriously disappeared from warehouses. Okay, I don't think that's really happened. I'm sure the first two happened. I'm sure we had... I remember reading a lot about Howard Carter and him taking out the mask of Tutankhamun. And I remember reading a thing about Josephine Baker. I was so fascinated by her, I had to go and do a really good, deep words. I've had an interesting week, and it's not my story, so I won't say much about it, but I haven't had a lot of sleep this week. I was just the support person. So let me just reread this whole paragraph. All copies of F. Scott Fitzgerald's much anticipated novel The Great Gatsby mysteriously disappeared from warehouses, bookshops, and even personal boxes on the 10th of April. That's 10th of April 1925. 6 weeks later, the same thing occurred upon completion of the second printing. To this day, no one has ever read the novel. I'll let you think about whether that actually happened. Books successfully published in 1925, Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf, The Secret of Chimneys by Agatha Christie, I've probably got that on my shelf. Carry On Jeeves by P.G. Wodehouse. I might have that. I know I've got a few Woodhouses. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes by Anita Loos. I don't know. Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler. Well, that's an interesting one. And The School at the Chalet, Eleanor Brent Dyer. Do I still have that? I know I have read it. And that would be a book that I would bring out and talk about on camera, because the Chalet School books are one of my fond memories of my childhood. Okay, then there's a few other bits and pieces which I'm not going to read out. It does give a list of people born in 1925, so we've got Malcolm X. I've heard of him. Ruth Cracknell, one of our very well-known, well-loved TV actresses, movie actresses, well, TV. I read a book by her. I do not remember what it's called. Something about Venice. Anyway, I will put the title down below in the description. Then we've got Honor Blackman. I've heard of her. Donald O'Connor. Okay, Donald O'Connor is one of my all-time favourite stars, Hollywood stars of that day. He danced with Gene Kelly. He danced with Marilyn Monroe. I think he might have danced with Fred Astaire. He did a TV series. It wasn't Mr. Ed, it was The Talking Mule. It'll come to me. Can't remember. I'm pretty certain that was him. He was awesome. One of my favourites. Laura Ashley. Makeup maybe? I don't know. June Whitfield. I think June Whitfield has actually recently died. She was in, as the grandmother, she was in Absolutely Fabulous. And she had a long and varied TV and video career long before that. I saw her in The Goodies. She did a beautiful bit of dancing, ballroom dancing on The Goodies. It was fantastic. Oh, The Goodies. I got my Goodies t-shirt on. Let me lift myself up a little bit. There you go. So, that was it. Good. Edward Gorey, don't know the name, and Margaret Thatcher, ex-Prime Minister of England. Now, died in 1925. We've got Rudolf Steiner. Ooh, that's the gentleman who they named the Rudolf Steiner schools after, or the Steiner schools, I'm not certain which. H. Rider Haggard, he wrote, not certain how many books he wrote, but one of them was She. And there's Queen Alexandra and Louisa Briggs. Louisa Briggs, of the name is going ping ping quietly in my head. Queen Alexandra, nothing at all. Anyway, there's a few other bits and pieces here. Films released in 1925, which includes The Mystery of a Hansom Cab. Now that is set in Melbourne, Australia. And I have read the book. I have not seen the movie, but I have read the book. It was groundbreaking in its day, I believe, and really got a bad memory today. There is a lady, an author, who does, or used to do, I don't know if she still does, a guided tour of the streets where the history of the adventure, the mystery, history and mystery, they both sound alike. The streets where the mystery of a Hansom Cab is set. So, I did that one year. And it was a very nice walking tour. I very much enjoyed it. I'm not going to read out all of these things. What I will do is just show you a little bit more. That's the front page. And that's the back page. So, a nice little newsletter, which I suspect I might get once a year, which I'm really quite happy to get once a year. And this one, again, oh, nice. So, Tara Farms, this is not Tara, this is Typo. Typo is a dog, and she also calls Typo Slug. So anyway, Tara is a sheep farmer somewhere in Victoria. I don't actually care where, unless there's floods and fires, and then I'm actually worried about her. And this is her sheepdog. And she uses Typo, female, so she uses her to rustle up some sheep from her paddocks, to guide them from point A to point B from paddock here, get them out of the stubble, because they're meant to be in a different paddock and eating food elsewhere. And I really love this, because what she does through her videos, sometimes in the warmer months, she lets Typo go into whatever body of water is around, and she calls it a moistening intermission. And so we get a few seconds of Typo in the water. It's quite amusing. And then we get, I'm sure that's printed on, so what's not printed on is my name and the signature. So, to Susie, happy holidays from Tara and Typo. Typo, the dog. I really like that. So the reason I get that is because I back her on Patreon. I love Patreon. I've said that so many times, and I will continue to say it. Patreon gives me the chance to back a farmer, to give them a little bit of money every month. What I give is not a lot. I'm not in the lowest level. I'm somewhere, I don't know where I am, but I'm not in the lowest level. But it gives me a chance to give a farmer or a creative person a little bit of money so that they keep going, so they can keep doing things every month. The more people you have paying on Patreon to one particular person, the more they can get. My guesstimate, I'm not going to guesstimate on what any particular person is getting, but my guesstimate sometimes is some people are getting a couple of thousand a month, which 2,000-3,000 a month is actually quite respectable. But you need to be getting quite a number of subscribers paying even $5 a month. And I back a number of creatives. There's one person, I'll probably talk about her more in the future, Eleanor Yonega, I think her name is. She's a historian, a medieval historian, and I quite like the idea that I'm giving her a little bit of money every month, and she gets to keep doing her research, because she doesn't have to struggle to write the books, and still she's got to pay the bills, because writing takes time. Some people can write a book in 6 months. Some people can't. I've been writing my book now for November 2015 is when I started. When I finished my VCE exams, my last Year 12 exam, and I started interviewing, so it was probably November 2015. I could verify that by looking at the date on the first video. It's January 2025, that's 10 years. I still haven't finished, but I'm getting there. I now have a first draft. I've labelled it first draft. It's 39,063 words. Very happy with that. But now I know the holes, so I know where I've got to do more research, where I've got to go and ask questions. I've got to actually ask the questions. But anyway, so that's my mail today. Just these two. Pretty cards. Pretty cards. I didn't show you the back of that one, did I? Isn't that nice? I can read it. And so, hang on, let me do this properly. So you got that one with the pretty picture of the lovely lady. And then you got this one with the worms. And then you got that one. So, nice and easy to do. And I think I've shown you this one properly. So you've got Typo in his moistening intermission. And then you've got the lovely words. And I love how she said holidays. I won't point out to her that she's got the word happy with 2 P's, because I don't think she cares. And then there's the back. I think she cares about her sheep, making certain that they eat well, grow well, and I think she cares about her farm, but little things like that, they worry me. They don't worry her. And what can she do about it now anyway? Except remember it for next time she sends me out something, and then she might put a message saying, typo included. Oh, hang on, typo's the dog. Yeah, typo included. There we go. Anyway, enough rubbish. Subscribe or not down below as you choose. I will talk to you next time. Hopefully I'll have a book in my hand. I have a lot of books to choose from, and some of them will be leaving my shelves and leaving my house because I do not have any more room for bookshelves, and the ones I have are well overfilled. So, happy holidays, happy book-a-days, happy whatever days you want it to be. Could be, if you do tapestry, happy tapestry days, happy food days, happy... I'm looking around my office looking for inspiration. I don't know. Happy whatever days you want. Have a safe time over the next couple of months. The weather is interesting. And I've seen some stupid driving on the road. So I want you to stay safe. Stay as warm as you wish to stay. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.